everybody, welcome to yet another episode of Learning Perspectives. Today we are going to deconstruct a scene from a movie called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. And the concept that we are going to learn today is of acquisitions.
Guess what? We just got acquired.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, there's gonna be changes, downsizing of us into some kind of .com thing, possibly. Wonder how this thing goes down, how the transition's gonna play out.
I could probably tell you. Ted Hendricks, Managing Director of the Transition.
Hey, Tim Naughton, sales.
Gary Manheim, graphic design.
And what do you do, Cake Man?
Oh, I do the cake's just for today. I'm not a cake man. I do I deal directly with Life's photo units to manage
Sorry,
negative.
I was really getting into this song. I stopped listening to you.
I was saying, you know who looks good in a beard? Dumbledore, not you.
Guy? Guy? What do you do?
I'm a negative asset manager.
Worth the wait.
Now, the scene that you just saw shows how Walter Mitty, he's the guy who has the cake in his hand, and he's just being informed about the acquisition taking place in the company. Now, when three colleagues are talking, there is another MD who walks in and says that I am the acquisition, transition manager, and I will be taking place for the acquisition to take place comfortably. I'll look after that. And he's just randomly, these guys are introducing themselves to him, and he's also asking him, Walter, about his role in the company. And he is a negative asset manager, which means that he with the photographs that goes on the magazine, and his job might be in difficulty right now because the company is being taken over. Now, in this episode, we will be discussing corporate restructuring, especially related to acquisition. Now, as you saw in this scene, the company is being acquired. Now, this company is called Life Magazine, and this magazine is being acquired by this huge conglomerate, which is taking over and converting the company into a .com thing. So they're from print, they're going online, right? That's a change for a lot of people, and hence a lot of people are up to lose their jobs. Now, whenever corporate restructuring takes place, there are three things that are bound to happen. First is a financial restructuring of the company, right? Secondly, an organizational restructure can also happen. And finally, there can be changes in the operations of the company. Now, these can either expand or they can contract, depending upon what is happening, which company is taking over which company. Correct? Now, the corporate restructuring happens through a lot of media, such as mergers, acquisitions, takeovers, business alliances, joint ventures, etc. So there are a lot of things through which this can take place. Now, a disciplined acquisition program has a couple of steps and stages to it. But in this case, we will be discussing the last stage, which is the integration that happens post acquisition. And when the new team has already walked in the company and they're trying to integrate the two companies. So this is what is exactly happening in the scene that we just saw. Now, the controlling group generally becomes very ambitious when they have taken over a company. Now, there are two, three things that they have in mind they need to do it, which is first that they quicken the pace of operations in the company. If it's especially if it's a laid back company, there are a lot of changes that are happening, things are moving here and there completely. Second is that encouraged to become more proactive rather than reactive. So a lot of people would be walking up to the existing people who are working and trying to talk to them, similar to what we just saw, and trying to mingle up so that they can understand what exactly is happening in an organization. Now, when a new controlling groups come in, there are a lot of things that are challenged, especially belief systems, principles, values that the existing company has. Now, there can be differences in traditions, differences in practices that can take place and that can crop up. Now these companies have this company which is already existing for some time has their own traditions, values and practices in place, and they are now threatened and challenged by the new controlling group that has walked in. So for them we need to as a company come together and anticipate and solve problems early on. This means that there can be problems related to and challenges related to everyday jobs, administration jobs, or accounting processes that can be very different for the existing entity, and they look very different to the new controlling group that has come in. So, this is challenged, and now the company wants to change this. So the company would have to start changing it at a very small level so that by their target date things can start to happen. Another important point to remember here is that to treat all people with dignity and concern. So, all employees need to be treated with a lot of dignity, and because they had a place in this organization doing a particular thing for maybe many, many years. But now, the new controlling group that has come in needs to value them and needs to respect them. They also need to give clarity to the entire organization in terms of where they stand now. In this time, it is specifically important because people are fearful and they have these insecurities that they might lose their jobs. So, a proper communication and clarity is required by the controlling group so that their fears can be allayed and they can feel um, what they need to take the next step as. So they should know that. So really they need to instill the pride in new company. So the senior managers need to integrate this entire process and to make it worthwhile. They need to have a strong vision which is driven by a common good for everybody. When they have that kind of vision, they can easily help everybody to instill some pride for the company, which is very right. So thank you for watching this video. If you found any value in this video, please like, share and subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get regular updates. Also, please check out the links given in the description box below. It would lead you to my blog page and you would find all blogs and all the information that I talk here. So please take care and stay healthy. Thank you for watching.